super duper fast, then we're off schedule for a while. Because I really don't think there's a point in them keeping the game for potentially 10 minutes late just so we can make it there when there's so many games available.
It's so funny because when we tried this last time, 20 minutes, it was like, yep. We were just perfect the whole way through. Yeah, I think we were super lucky.
When was the last time you saw full 20-minute games?
Oh yeah, no, it's quite
literally
rare. Yeah, I don't think
one
we'll
after the other. That's very inconvenient.
So
unusual.
These two teams are both Pot B, so reasonably experienced, have done either reasonably well in a previous King of the Sea, or they've done reasonably well in Climate. Actually, let me have a look and see if they've got entries in the team info. While you look at the lineups.
I'll go with the lineups. Yeah. So for WOLFS, we have Kerfurst, Shikishima. I don't know. Have we ever seen that before? No.
Not in COTS, no.
Yeah, Venezia, Zao, Yoshino, Triple Stalingrad, and a Shima. And then for TFP, funny enough, we have Shikishima as well, with a Kremlin, double Des Moines, Venezia, Zao, 1 Stalin, and 2 destroyers, Gearing, and a Z-52. So very diverse specter of ships, I would say. Like we're seeing a Zao, we're seeing a Z-52, we're seeing a Shima, we're seeing a Kerfurst, and a Shikishima. Like a bunch of ships we don't usually see. And the map is fairly new. I mean, it's been played on for a bit now, but it's a relatively new map. One of the latest additions. So.
This is my favorite King of the Sea map because it usually gets pretty exciting around B with the destroyers, or C actually. Yeah. So WOLFS apparently is, as you can see from their tag, they're Q80, but they also are open to Arabs, and so they're a sort of a multicultural team. The team is entirely made up of Q8 clan players. They are from Iraq, UAE, Syria, Jordan. They are pretty casual. They just reached Typhoon League. They want to join COTS to see how they would fare against other teams. They would obviously like to get to first place, but they're playing, realistically, and they just want to have a good time. The group is filled with boomers, ranging from people aged 45, 40-ish with a handful of early 20s. A bit fun having such a huge age gap allows for banter and a bit more spicy, since culture-wise it's not accepted to be disrespectful to those who are considerably older. That's interesting. TFP, if anything exciting happens, by the way, just do talk. So TFP is the Fantastic Panda. When the panda want to have his own clan and had 2,500 doubloons. Who's in your team? Only pandas. We came from Germany. We also have some mates from Bavaria and other Alp republics. Yeah, okay. Yeah, some teams have given shorter responses than others.
I was about to say, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Alrighty then. So...
we might have a first engagement here soon. Shima is about to run into Gearing, and Gearing has a Zao as backup, which Shima will find out the hard way. There he is. There's the Zao. And there's the Gearing. Wait, Gearing got detected on 6 kilometers. Oh, that's a Gearing without the legendary. Oh,
that was a big smack there.
That's half HP. That's more than a half. Oh, yep, that's a good spanking. That's one of the rare occasions where I would say the Zao comes in very handy, because it's a very, very stealthy cruiser, and usually the way you use it is at the beginning of the game. It used to be able to like kite and harass and stuff like that, but now recently what I've seen is people usually use it to stay on a perfectly calculated distance between their destroyer and whatever is their prey. So if a destroyer's detection is like 6 kilometers and their detection is 10, they're going to stay like 4 to 5 kilometers behind the DD to be as close as possible. And when the enemy destroyer gets detected, he will usually detect both ships in the same time. And he's going to be like, oh, snap. Or he's going to see a destroyer get into the fight and then realize that there's a cruiser 10 kilometers with 12 guns fully loaded. And this Shima is just finding out the hard way.
And they've used an extra little tactic here, which is that the Zhao then basically did like wrestling tag with the Des Moines and said, okay, your turn, buddy. And so he pushed forward and radared, and now Shima is in serious trouble.
Yeah. Can they still see him? No, they lost visual and he's blue lining, so...
And Des Moines...
A bit of an unfair advantage there, but in competitive...
And Des Moines has used the smoke to push up. I think that was planned from the start, for the gearing to smoke across, the Des Moines to push into the smoke, the Zhao to retreat.
Potentially. Good plans, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It worked very well, but unfortunately the Shima got away.
And the Des Moines now has to make sure he gets to safety somehow. Because otherwise that happens.
Oh my god! I think that was Shikishima.
Yep.
From the other side of the map, he just smacked that Des Moines for 20,000.
Now, it's
and then
another
Venezia
thing.
just finished.
Another thing with this EM bug, you can sit a Shikishima exactly where that Shikishima is parked in the middle of the map, and you can turn your guns from A cap to C cap in the time it takes you to reload.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
Yeah.
So,
holy
look,
cow, that was really good. Good volley. That was max range.
It was pretty close, yeah, absolutely.
I wish my Shikishima would work like that.
And if you look at where the Des Moines was, it was also a trick shot, like past the mountain as well. So, good shot.
Yeah, he basically did that Des Moines half HP in one go from the max range, and then he missed almost stationary Shikishima from 16 kilometers. That's the RNG for you.
Yep. Okay, gearing, backing up.
Meanwhile,
to
Stalingrad, oh my god, they're getting spanked left, right, and center. The Stalingrad from WOLFS is now down to 5,000 HP. He just got smacked real hard, and more shells are coming in. 4.3k, can they still see him? Yep, he's still visible. 2.6. Jesus. Cruisers are really getting smashed here.
Can he get away? More shells in. 2k.
Oh, down to 2k again.
Healing.
He's still detected.
SAP misses.
1,000.
SAP, more SAP. Yep.
Yeah, his heal was working, but not enough. That's way too much focus fire. So far, TFP have been, well, they got smacked and then they smacked back. So they didn't fall behind too much, even though if you take a look at the HP pool, pretty considerable. But they do have 2 destroyers versus only 1.
Looks like the WOLFS are going to make a push down into A here with Stalingrad, maybe the Kurfürst, and the Shima possibly, although Shima needs to be super careful.
Is that Stalin going to clip a Torp?
Nope.
Oof, that was close. Zhao is very low. Shikishima is getting drained pretty damn low.
Radar out
TFP
from
is having 3 ships actually. Kremlin is half HP. Okay, TFP needs to be careful. They do have a cap, they do have points advantage. But they lost that 1 ship and they have a bunch of ships very low. With a bit of focus fire.
Oh, Shiki takes, I think, a Citadel chunk off of Terry Seas there in the Venezia.
Oh, Yoshino takes a hit. He's down to 18. My god, these are like really, really big volleys coming across from both teams here. And cruisers are really paying the price.
I do wonder whether we would be seeing Shikishima if it wasn't for the EM thing. Because, yeah, it does have particularly slow turrets, so this is really enabling these teams to sit these Shikas in a very central position. Although SAP works on Shikishima just like it works on everything else.
Shima is down very, very low, and Gearing is trying to get in position to potentially put him in danger.
Yeah, I guess...
close.
Guessing Gearing was chasing his RPF and has realized that Shima's run away. Although this does give the Gearing the opportunity to maybe get in behind them somehow. There's no...
Uh-oh. Oh, I saw that one coming. I don't know what that Zhao was thinking, broadsiding like that. He should have been turned like this and then uses his guns angled. He was basically broadsiding pretty sweet there. Well, that makes it very easy for Wolves now. The A, well, it makes it kind of easy. Shikishima will probably go down in the next minute or two, and then it's just gearing. And I'm pretty sure that Stalingrad, if he wants to, he could play with this gearing and seal the deal there. Because right now, TFP has lost completely presence on A, besides that one gearing, who will see if he's going to be able to do anything. Kerfers is about to take one torp. Yep, and that's a flooding. Z52, meanwhile, is still detected in a smoke screen and could potentially go down. He's forced out of the smoke. More shells coming in. He goes down. Oof. That's 3 ships behind. That is 3 ships behind. I wanted to say, like, losing that Des Moines that early potentially ruined everything for them, but they got a counter kill immediately, so... There goes the Kremlin. Yeah, now they're just getting murdered.
Poor Gearing over the back.
What time is it?
Come back.
2 minutes
yeah,
past.
it's probably too late. Well, I've just realised that our next game actually has a team in it who actually didn't originally get into the draw. So obviously someone's dropped out and there's a new team been put in. Mm. So if we do that match, we've got trouble with the overlay anyway. So because we don't have that team in the thing.
Oh, that team is like completely out of the thing?
It's not in, it won't be in the drop down, you see. So.
Okay. Well, I'm just thinking if this game ends now, in the next 2 minutes, we could save 5 minutes and go on 4:05, and then if another game ends up,
we should be
5 minutes early. But
okay, well,
they're starting to kind of make a comeback here.
So I'll put my camera up high and have a look at the list. Mm-hmm. Because it seems like it's a pretty much foregone conclusion. Yep.
I'm just curious if they will manage to kill this gearing. If they kill this gearing, the game is over. He goes undetected, lands a torpedo on the Stalingrad, does flood him, and survives. So this gearing will...
Sorry. Go on. I've just noticed this is a game that we could do. That's really cool.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
The gearing actually did survive, and he's going to be a nuisance now for Wolves because he's going to take A. Sure, he has a blockade to worry about, which is consisted of 2 Stalingrads, and one of them is making a back. Is he going to come back in here? Yeah. There's the radar. There's the shells. I think this is it for him. A bit of a questionable lead there. Can he get away? Rear turrets. There we go. Okay, that's it. That's pretty much it. Now they got no ace up their sleeves. That Stalingrad is about to go down. There we go. Des Moines and Venezia. This is definitely not going to work in Des Moines' favor. Yeah, let's just edit that part out.
Okay, so we have an opportunity. We have an opportunity to do Yo Boy Yo Rip, but it starts in less than a minute.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. But I think we should, as this match is over, I think we should go.
Yeah.
So we're going to assume that Wolves are going to win this one.
Yeah, they're definitely going to win. It's 1 Venezia versus 6 ships. So TFP has kind of fallen apart here, and Wolves will take this win. And just so we could actually catch the next game, even though this is literally going to end in a few seconds.
Yeah, I don't want to miss this one because this next one could be one of the best matches.